Music is everybody's possession. It's only publishers who think that people own it. John Lennon. Today, we're exploring an extraordinary story of transformation, the life of John Lennon, whose raw energy and uncompromising vision would change music forever. Liverpool, England, 1940. As German bombs fell from slate-gray skies, Julia Stanley Lennon gives birth to a son, John Winston Lennon. Like the city itself, John's early life was marked by struggle and loss. After his father's abandonment, Julia, unable to provide stability, surrendered John's care to her sister, Mimi. Yet Julia remained a magical presence in John's life, sneaking visits to teach him music, sharing her love of Elvis, and showing him his first banjo chords. But fate had a cruel twist in store. On a summer evening in 1958, after visiting John at Aunt Mimi's house, Julia was struck by a car driven by an off-duty police officer. She died instantly, just steps from Mimi's front gate. John, then 17, was shattered. This devastating loss would echo through his music for decades to come, from the raw pain of Mother to the dreamy remembrance of Julia. In a profound twist of fate, his future musical partner, Paul McCartney, had endured a similar tragedy. Paul lost his mother Mary to breast cancer when he was just 14. She had been the heart of the McCartney family, working as a midwife, bringing new life into their community. When John and Paul discovered this shared wound, it forged a bond that would help them heal through music. Their paths crossed on July 6, 1957, at the Woolton Church Festival. 16-year-old John watched as 15-year-old Paul borrowed a guitar and, turning it upside down to accommodate his left-handedness, performed a perfect rendition of Eddie Cochran's 20-Flight Rock. Every note rang true. In that moment, John saw something extraordinary. Not just talent, but possibility. The Cavern Club era marked their real beginning. In that basement sanctuary, the Beatles forged their signature sound. The raw energy of John's rhythm guitar, the sweetness of Paul's melodies, George's innovative lead work, and the steady heartbeat of Ringo's drums echoed off those stone walls, creating something entirely new. The Beatles' story might have ended in Liverpool's dance halls, if not for two crucial figures. Brian Epstein, a record shop owner with no management experience, but an unwavering belief in their potential. He saw past their leather jackets and rough edges to something revolutionary. George Martin, the classically trained producer who would become known as the fifth Beatle, helped transform their raw energy into sophisticated recordings while preserving their rebellious spirit. Together, these two men helped bridge the gap between four working-class lads and global phenomenon. The band's foundation was strengthened in Hamburg's unforgiving clubs, where marathon sets and demanding crowds forced them to expand their musical vocabulary. George Harrison's innovative guitar work and deep spirituality, combined with Ringo Starr's uniquely musical drumming style, created the perfect framework for John and Paul's songwriting partnership. Yet it was John's intensity, his unflinching honesty, and his driving vision that often pushed the band beyond their comfort zone into new artistic territory. When the Beatles arrived in America in 1964, they found a nation still mourning President Kennedy. Their music, their humor, and their irreverent joy helped heal a wounded country. The British invasion they sparked wasn't just about music, it was about possibilities. John's songwriting journey tells the story of an artist constantly pushing boundaries, from the straightforward plea of "Please, Please Me" to the philosophical musings of "In My Life," to the psychedelic poetry of "Strawberry Fields Forever." His evolution mirrored and helped shape the consciousness of a generation. This spiritual and artistic quest reached new heights in India. At the Maharishi's ashram in 1968, John, along with the other Beatles, delved deep into meditation and Eastern philosophy. This period of intense spiritual exploration would profoundly influence his later work and his commitment to peace activism. It was about that time, amid the search for a higher truth, that an astrologer's warning cast a shadow. A danger waited on an island. Though they canceled a planned Greek island journey, fate would ultimately fulfill this prophecy in Manhattan. The post-Beatles years revealed John's deepest truths. His music became more direct, more political, and more personal. In New York, he found both sanctuary and purpose, transforming into a passionate advocate for peace while working to become a better father, both to Julian, with whom he was rebuilding bridges, and to young Sean. His activism wasn't just about slogans. It was about imagining and fighting for a better world, a vision that continues to inspire people today. December 8, 1980. The circumstances of that dreadful night have fueled decades of questions and theories. What is undeniable is that we lost an artist of rare courage, one who consistently chose truth over comfort, growth over safety, love over fear. Mick Jagger perhaps said it best. John was the driving force of the Beatles. He had the courage to break boundaries, the vision to see beyond what was possible, and the rare gift of making everyone believe in that vision. When we lost John, we lost more than a musician. We lost a light that was showing us the way forward. John Lennon's legacy lives in every artist who dares to tell uncomfortable truths, and in every voice raised against injustice, in every melody that carries a message of hope. From the streets of Hong Kong to the squares of Prague, from Black Lives Matter to climate activism, his spirit of peaceful resistance and imaginative protest lives on. He showed us that art is about honesty, about imagination, about the courage to believe we can create something better.
Spinning round this fragile sphere where dreams are scattered but love still near, the children's eyes still shine so bright, hoping we might get it right. We can heal, we can rise beyond the borders, beyond the lies. Just imagine what we could be if we let love simply be free. Walls are falling, hearts are calling to the spirit that connects us all. No more fighting, no more hiding, just humanity standing tall. We can heal, we can rise beyond the borders, beyond the lies. Just imagine what we could be if we let love simply be free. Walls are falling, hearts are calling to the spirit that connects us all. No more fighting, no more hiding, just humanity standing tall. We can heal, we can rise beyond the borders, beyond the lies. Just imagine what we could be if we let love simply be free. Peace is not a distant star. It lives inside you, right where you are. Open your heart, let kindness flow.